Look, most people think you need a physical location or a home in order to start a home care agency. But listen to me, I'm literally living proof that it's not true. And today, I'm gonna be showing you exactly how to build a remote home care agency that runs without you from your laptop, your desktop, or even your phone. And guess what? You don't need a home to do it. And guess what? You don't have to provide the care services yourself. And guess what? You don't even need prior business experience. Listen, I run a multiple six-figure home care business and I operate everything from my home office. Now, let me back up for a second. When I first started, I was a bus driver. I was completely clueless about this business. I had no money in my pockets, no background in the healthcare sector, which made me really different, right? Just had a dream to be financially free. At the beginning, I didn't have any proper structure. I didn't know how to get clients. I didn't even know how to get my license. It literally felt like I was drowning, but little by little, I figured out how to do it. First, I went from 0 to 10K a month in 6 months, then 10K to 20K a month in 3 months, then 50K, and now over $200,000 per month, all from my home. That's why I'm so passionate about showing students inside my Elite Home Care Academy program how to avoid the exact mistakes I made, which cost me well over 6 figures, and what are the shortcuts to building a 6 or 7 figure home care business. Let's talk about the business model. I didn't invent this model. It's the same model Fortune 500 companies are using. For an example, Uber doesn't own cars, Airbnb doesn't own houses, and an in-home care business, you don't have to be the caregiver. Here's how it works. Number one, we market to our ideal families who need care for their loved one. Number two, we match them with experienced caregivers. Number three, the family pays us $4,000 to $9,000 per month. Number four, we pay the caregivers their share, usually 50%, and keep the profit. You don't need to deliver the care. You need to work on growing the business. We usually charge $40 to $50 per hour, and the caregiver usually gets $20 per hour. Now, you might have some beliefs like, how does a home care agency work? What exact services are you going to offer? Why clients will hire my agency instead of the competition? Can you do it with a full-time job? So let's start with the first one. How does a home care agency work? What exact services are you going to offer? In a home care business, you're going to be selling home care services that typically make you $4,000 to $9,000 per month. That's because you target private pay clients, not Medicaid. Here's the exact process. First, we give you the documentation to get a non-medical home care license in your state. Second, you're going to craft a unique offer that will differentiate you from other agencies in your area. Third, you're going to plug and play our marketing strategies to get leads, nurture them, and finally close them. Fourth, you'll hire caregivers, but you get paid up front, so no need to hire caregivers out of your own pocket. How do we do that? Well, there's a free training I'm conducting this week where I'll break down each step in an easy and actionable process. If you want to learn more, click on it and register for free right now. Second question, why clients will hire my agency instead of my competition? Listen, big agencies are usually running slow. They're using outdated tech and strategies that no longer work in the home care business today. Bigger agencies with more employees, they rely mostly on referrals and word of mouth. To stand out, you use an automated marketing funnel that captures and educates care requests while you sleep. We teach you how. You'll focus on private pay clients living in wealthy areas in your state. And the last one, can you do it with a full-time job? The straight answer is yes. And honestly, starting while you have a job is a smart move because it removes financial pressure off of your mind. We have amazing success stories from busy professional. A Navy veteran made $120K in 8 months while staying aligned with his job. The most money you've made in 1 month from your home care agency.
So we had at least about close to 120 plus $1,000
Wow.
in revenue. And then if you kind of divide that into, let's say, for example, monthly, I'm gonna have to divided by 8. So that would be, yeah, close to about 15 to 20.
And listen, if he can do it, you can do it too. But here's what it actually takes: 1 to 2 hours of focused work every day. Not scrolling social media while half working, but actual focus time. Most people waste more time than this on Netflix. You can use early mornings, lunch breaks, or evenings to build your home care agency. Many students start by waking up an hour earlier or replacing the evening TV time with business building. As your business grows and generates income, you can quit your 9 to 5 or reduce work hours. Dozens of people already made this transition. Steps to a remote home care agency. Step 1, pick the right market. First, you'll need to pick a profitable market. Not every city or area is equal when it comes to launching a remote home care agency. We look for areas where household income is higher so that families can afford private pay. Senior population is growing fast, which means there will always be more demand. High end, but not too much competition. For example, I'll look at zip codes, check census data, and even use Google Trends search volume. If 20,000 people are searching for home care services in that area every month, that tells me there's a real demand. So the bottom line, choose a market where the money and the demand is high. Step 2, set up your systems. Once you've chosen your market, you need to start building the right systems, because this isn't about running around doing everything yourself, right? We use proven marketing funnels and lead generation strategies such as free lead magnet funnels, which educates my clients. Paid ads to generate 30 to 50 leads per day. Automated follow-up with text, email, and calls so you never lose a lead. This is how we generate consistent leads without cold calling or begging for referrals. Step 3, hire caregivers. Now comes the part that surprises most people. You're not going to pay the caregivers out of your own pocket. Instead, you hire independent caregivers who already have experience in home care, their own transportation, a passion for serving seniors. If you watch the free training from the link in my description, it will help you find them, vet them, and onboard them. Think of yourself as a connector. You connect families who need care with caregivers who want steady work. That's why I always say you don't need to be a nurse or have a medical background to run a home care agency. Step 4, automate the back end. This is where financial, time, and location freedom comes in. Instead of being tied to your phone 24/7, we automate the entire process, your operations of your business. That means a booking system for clients, a virtual assistant to respond instantly to leads, pre-written scripts, templates, and agreements so you can stay compliant. So while you're with your kids, traveling, or sleeping, your home care agency business is still making you top dollars. This is what makes it a remote business. You don't need an office. You don't need to babysit every task. You let other people do it for you. Step 5, scale. Finally, it's time to scale. Once you have your first few clients and a handful of caregivers, you can now add more zip codes to your service area. Bring on more caregivers to handle the demand. Raise your prices as your reputation grows. This is where people go from $10K a month to 30 to 50 and beyond. And the beauty of a home care is that clients stay with you for 6 to 12 months on average. That's recurring revenue, and it means you're not starting from zero every month like most businesses. And here's the truth: you don't need to sacrifice your life to run a remote home care business. This business can run from anywhere, your kitchen table, a coffee shop, or even while you are traveling. It gives you the freedom to spend more time with your kids, your spouse, or whatever passions you have outside of work. And with my free training, I've helped people with no background in business to launching and scaling a home care agency in under 90 days, such as Lonnie, who was a nurse only making $14 an hour. Now she generates over $500K a year and recently rewarded herself with a brand new Tesla. She and so many other students in my program are the real life proof that what I teach actually works. So if you've been wondering if you could build a profitable home care agency without experience, the answer is yes.